The unsinkable Intrepid, a valiant warrior that survived 7 bombs, 1 torpedo, and 5 kamikaze attacks. She was the backbone of the American task force in the Pacific, the pride of the carrier fleet. Time has passed them by, the original crew members of Intrepid, but memories of their deeds live on. Now in their 90s, only a handful of the original crew members seen here on previous milestone anniversaries has survived. They're gone, but their voices still resonate.
The deck would say in the whole ship, thanks for taking care of me.
They were mere boys back then. As head curator, Jessica Williams has chronicled Intrepid's history.
The crew here on Intrepid, many of them were still just teenagers, and here they found themselves halfway around the world operating an aircraft carrier, really forced to grow up so fast.
General quarters, all hands, man your battle station.
The Intrepid took a relentless beating. On February 17, 1944, the order was given to abandon ship after a Japanese torpedo nearly destroyed Intrepid.
And it blew 7 decks below deck, and it blew all the way up through the flight deck.
I just missed it by 10 minutes. Some guy took my watch over, and he got killed.
But months later, 2 kamikaze planes nearly succeeded in sinking Intrepid.
Planes were blowing up on a hangar deck.
November 25th, 1944 was the worst day in Intrepid's history. 69 crew members lost their lives in the kamikaze attack that day.
The captain saved the ship by turning it on its side to wash the flames and water off the flight deck. After failing to sink Intrepid many times, legend has it that the Japanese nicknamed her the Ghost Ship.
And the one thing they could never do, they couldn't sink the ship. The ship always got us back home safely.
50,000 men served aboard Intrepid during her 31 years of service. 250 lost their lives. Intrepid's legacy lived beyond the war in the Pacific.
Intrepid had a storied history after World War II. It served in the Cold War, it served 3 tours in Vietnam, and it served as a NASA recovery vessel.
After 31 years of active service, Intrepid was saved from the scrap heap. She now rests in New York Harbor as a National Historic Landmark, as the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum. Now, 80 years after its commissioning, the men of the Intrepid come back home to share old war stories on the very battlefield where they served. For past generations, this is a ship of memories. For future generations, she's a floating monument, a museum rich in lessons of war in time of peace. Aboard the Intrepid Sea, Air, Space Museum, I'm Marvin Scott, Pix 11 News.